Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Today we got another game that we know doesn't belong on Game Boy, but we're gonna play it anyways. The Getaway. So it's gonna be obviously it's gonna be some kind of racing game. Okay, this is a pinball game. Okay, so instead of having your buttons do it, you have your A button does that one, but then the left D-pad does that one, and every other one pretty much shakes the machine. So unintuitive. I don't know why they would do that. Instead of just having the bumpers and then shake the machine with your, with the D-pad. No, that would make kind of sense, wouldn't it? So let's not do that. Again, another game type that really doesn't belong on Game Boy, mostly for the fact that Game Boy is obviously black and white. And what is pinball other than a very graphically, vibrant thing? I mean, that's mostly what you play it for, right? Is, all the crazy bells and whistles and all the fun stuff that goes on. And, the bumpers and the sounds and the lights and the everything. When we have a background music, which is not very good, but not bad, but we have zero color. So black and white pinball just doesn't make sense as is. The physics doesn't seem to be terrible, but I've seen better. But honestly, what gets me the most is the controls. I think they were really stupidly done, to be completely honest. I don't understand why we need to have... I mean, I guess so you have the feel of using both of your hands like you would on a actual machine is the only thing I can see, and I get that to a point, but we're not on an actual machine, obviously. Wow, that was stupid. The fact that it had the ball able to go straight down in between both of them is just absolutely atrocious. Like, that alone makes this game absolutely obnoxious. So if you do it that way, it goes straight that way. And if you do it the other way, it goes straight in between your two paddles. I think not only is this game just not a good choice in general, but I think, being on Game Boy in black and white, in a little itty bitty screen, why would you bother with pinball? Like, what possibility could you have that you just need to play pinball on such a tiny screen in black and white? Like, having a pinball game on Game Boy is so, honestly, let's just call a spade a spade. It's absolutely stupid to have a pinball game on Game Boy. Like, you could not need a pinball fix that bad that you're gonna get onto the Game Boy. Not to mention that this is a really lackluster pinball machine anyways. You got the track up top that just kind of comes around with not a whole lot going on. Like, there are so many far, far better pinball games on like NES and everything. There's really absolutely no reason whatsoever to do this at all. Like, the pinball machine itself just is very lackluster, has very little going on, and it's just not very good. The fact that it is in black and white, which defeats the whole purpose of most pinball games. Again, they are all about flashy colors and lights and sounds and all these things going on. That's what makes pinball pinball. If pinball was just a very boring, drab, you hit a thing, it would have been so, it would have died early on. But because of the over-the-topness of what pinball is what's kept it around and what people enjoy the most about it. Like, you got everything going off, and it's just this assault on all the senses, really, and you're having so much fun doing it. But on a tiny black and white screen, you don't have the sounds, you don't have the colors, you don't have the lights, you don't have the anything. The track is bad, the controls really kind of suck, and just everything about this, like, I don't understand why this would even be thought of to be put on Game Boy. Like, it doesn't make sense. It's absolutely ridiculous to have a pinball game on Game Boy. And they didn't even put a lot of effort into it. It doesn't really feel very pinball-y. It's very lackluster in every aspect of the game. So honestly, like, a game that does not belong on Game Boy at all is pinball. And you can kind of see why. Like, there's nothing really going on. The ball kind of blends into everything, so it's almost hard to follow the ball going on. Everything just kind of, nothing really happening, and everything's so short. Like, nothing works in this game. It's very, very, very unintuitive and lackluster and boring, and it's hard to see, hard to play, hard to enjoy, and nothing that is pinball is brought into this game at all, minus a ball and some bumpers. So with that being said, guys, thank you so much. Till next time, you guys have a good one.